Democrats just lost a pretty close election. I'm focused, as I think all of us should be, on how to make sure we're serving the people we represent. In New Hampshire, people work together to solve problems. That's what I've always worked to do. And of concern to them, as you know, is the ongoing fentanyl crisis that we have in this country, something that I worked on with President Trump in his first term, and I hope to continue to work with him on in this second term. And I'm the ranking member of something called the Joint Economic Committee, and we just put out a report that talks about how important it is for our nation's security as well as for its health that people get treatment for fentanyl addiction. And the major way they get treatment these days is through the Medicaid program, and that's why I'm raising attention to this report, because I want people to understand that if there are cuts to Medicaid, this life-saving treatment may very well go away for about 1 million Americans, and that's a real problem for our security as well as for our health.
And people can read your entire point of view. You have an op-ed on FoxNews.com, which we appreciate you choosing FoxNews.com for that. Trump could be surrendering one of our strongest weapons in the fight against fentanyl, and that we must put politics aside to fight this crisis. But I want to ask you something, because if there are Medicaid cuts, if there are, it's not necessarily the case that this particular program could be on the chopping block, but it might be. But let me ask you this. This is from the Wall Street Journal back in February, late February, that federal Medicaid outlays have increased 207% since 2008 and 51% since 2019. The Medicaid spending as a share of federal outlays rose to 10% from 7% between 2007 and 2023, while the share of Social Security and Medicare remains stable. So there have been incredible increases in Medicaid. Do you think that there's no room for cuts there?
Look, there is always room for more efficiency and for lowering health care costs so that and fighting fraud.